or if you're really focused on getting better, skill work is going to be the primary effort you put in when you practice, right? You are going to get good at producing good outcomes and understanding variation. I will reiterate, please check out Adam Young, read his book, The Practice Manual. Honestly, even buy his products. He's got some great online courses that will go way farther into this than I do here. You do not have to mess with technique, right? We need a basic understanding, though, of kind of ball flight laws or impact variables and what makes the ball do what it does. And so I will grab my ball flight law graphic and let's talk about this a bit. So for those of you who don't know, this is about, impact laws that relate to shot direction or where the ball goes. And there are two really, really important variables, and that's face angle and path direction, right? If we look at our graphic, we can see face angle indicated by this club head and how it's pointed. So at the top, we're looking at faces that are closed. In the middle, we're looking at square faces. The bottom, we're looking at faces that are open, right? And the other big variable is path, like during the impact interval, the short amount of time that the golf ball is touching the face, what direction is the club moving, otherwise known as the path, right? On the top, or actually the path is denoted by this dark colored arrow line, right? We can see a path that's straight at the target here, a path that's left of the target, a path that's even further left of the target, right? So face and path, really simply, the face determines where the ball starts, and the relationship between the face and the path determines the curve. Generally speaking, the ball curves away from the path. So if we look at pull draw on the left, we see a face pointed left of the target, or a closed face. A path that is right of the face angle also happens to be at the target, right? Ball will start left, curve further left, also known as a pull draw, right? Okay, so that's the primer on face and path and ball flight laws for directional work. And one of the things you should always be doing when you're doing skill work is paying very close attention to what the ball does. I know a lot of you are practicing indoors or into a net, but you really need to hit some balls on a range and pay attention to what the ball does. This, of course, speaks to the importance of alignment. You have to know where you're aimed to know which face and path you produced, but you can learn a lot about your pattern if you reverse engineer your face and path based on what the ball flight's doing. And I'd encourage you to look again at that graphic that I pulled up in order to do that. The other big variable you can pay attention to is ground strike and face strike, and those variables are easily denoted with foot powder, right? You can spray a line on the ground to check out where your club's hitting the ground. Most golfers hit it fat, right? You can work on this skill directly, right? Just by trying to get your divot to start in the right spot. And of course, face strike, you can spray a golf club with some foot powder and see where we're hitting the ball in the face. I mean, my ball, when I do this work, I tend to be heel bias at the moment, but it varies. Some days I'm toe biased, and working on being able to change your bias more towards the middle of the face, regardless of where um, you're hitting it for a given day or time period, is always going to be valuable work. Like, you need to be able to move the ball around on the face. That's a brief primer on skill work. Lastly, we're going to talk about the specialized skill work called playing more golf.